Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you've had a beautiful day. For some of us in the United States, this is a day off. So if you've had some time with family or had some time just to go out and have some fun, that's beautiful. I'm finding the feed right now on my Facebook page. I'm coming to you live these days on my regular feed. I'm actually going to change this over to my professional page very soon, and I'll start directing you there. I want you to start liking it. It's literally a professional page under the name of Paula Boland, and there's a whole bunch of reasons because you can only have so many followers on the Facebook.
You can only have
page.
so many
And
followers on the Facebook. You can only have
so I
so
need
many
to move over to the
followers.
professional page, and because there's unlimited followers there. And hi, Erica. Glad to be with you this afternoon. I'm watching the live feed on Facebook. I'm also on Zoom. Those of you who are in the Women's Collective are welcome to join me as a VIP in the Zoom room anytime, any Monday. I'm here most Mondays at 6 o'clock p.m. And we always talk about a topic that'll help grow you financially, help grow you spiritually, and all of the places you need to grow in all of the ways you could grow to be able to scale to millions. I am all about, and hey, Liz, I am all about all of us women up in our game about the money and making it normalized, normalizing large sums of money being in our life, being able to talk about it, being able to receive it. And so I'm never going to stop talking about millions and never going to stop talking about how do you get there, because it is so important. Let's normalize large sums of money. If you're on right now and you're following me and you're in for that, please say yes. Okay. And actually, yes, if you are watching later, please tell me that you're in the replay. Gina's on with me. I'm not sure, Gina, if you are in the airport or you're in Austin, but I know you've had some bouncing around traveling today. So I'm really glad to have you with me. Everyone who's on here live today, I cannot see. I'm just seeing comments, but I can't see like numbers of people that are on. So I'm just going to keep talking, and Carrie's joining us too. Okay. So tonight we're going to normalize more the conversation of women receiving and living with large sums of money. And one major thing that you must do, and this is not just about financially, but it's just in any change, but we're going to talk financially tonight, mostly focusing on that. You must embody the change that you desire. All right. So almost all of you set a new goal, a new idea for how you want to increase your money in 2024. And a lot of you are talking to me, talking to each other, putting posts out about how this is going to be your year. And at this time, hey Peter, at this time in January, it's been a couple of weeks, and the idea of this being your year is starting to wane for some people, but I'm not going to let this happen for you. And I'm going to give you this really good, important information tonight so you can pick it back up easily and become and make the year what you want it to be. And the big word here is embodiment. All right. Now, I could be done with this whole conversation in about 4 minutes just by you understanding what embodiment means. I could just say, go be it. That's it. But I'm going to give you a little bit more than that tonight. But basically, embodiment means that you take on the state of what you want. And the definition actually has the translate that you go from it being imaginative to being visual. So you become what you want to have. You become the better leader. You become the person who has $20,000 a month coming in. You embody it. You take that on. You act as if. And sometimes when I start talking about financially and I start talking about act as if, people will start kind of arguing with me about, well, you want us to just go spend money we don't have? And no, that is not what I'm talking about. There is a whole bunch of other stuff that goes along with you receiving more money, you creating more money, you making more money, you obtaining your financial goals. It is a state that you would be in. It's your ability to talk about more money, to say the words thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, $100,000, and have that be part of your normalized vernacular. All of this is part of embodying, like leveling up. We talk about in the Rewire to Receive Large Sums of Money group that we're in right now, we talk about a new set point for money and money conversations. And essentially, you're embodying, you're acting as if you're taking on the new state of what you want, is you creating a new set point. Now, why do you need to do this? Those of you that are checking in or that are with me, and you guys are really being active tonight and interacting with me, and I just love that. I love the hearts. I love the interaction. And Gina, boy, you get some gold stars. I mean, here you are at the airport delayed tuning in with me tonight. I mean, you could be in the bar, but you're embodying a newness, a willingness, right? So I'm gonna thank you. Thank you for your hearts. Yeah, are you crying too? Crying there for being delayed in the airport? Yeah. So why do you need to look at embodying? Why is this a must? Why is this a must? Why do you think that you need to like act as if and get the part, take on the part of the next level of income or the bigger income that you want? Why do you think that? Put in one word about why. Why is embodiment so important and a must? Why would Paula be sitting here tonight talking about that? I'm going to share a story about myself is, I grew up in a family, many of you know, that was not the most wholesome family. There was a whole lot of shooting and drinking, and it was a whole bunch of, not healthy stuff, toxic stuff, name calling, told that I was worthless, all that kind of stuff going on. So, and I grew up with those feelings about myself that I wasn't worth very much. If anybody can identify this, throw me a heart. And that I was also a bother. And I was also, the way that I dealt with that is I became a people pleaser, which many women have that trait. Not because you grew up in the same environment I did, but we are like, we are socialized to be people pleasers. So as a people pleaser with money, with financial situations, I had a really hard time asking for people to pay me. I also had a really hard time raising rates, charging, or, not charging, but asking people for the investment, talking about money, thinking about money. And it kept me in a state literally of confusion about money, of low self-esteem and low feelings of worth, and not very much confidence. And so I knew that I wanted more money. I knew I had financial goals. I mean, all of us know that. But when it came down to really being able to get there, really be able to create it, like what Gina said just a few minutes ago, one of the reasons to embody it is so you can manifest it, you can create it, you can have it. When it came down to really being able to have it and create it, I couldn't. I couldn't ask for the money. I couldn't talk about the money. And what I started doing is once I realized that I actually stalled. Now, y'all remember this part of the story. I stalled because I thought that I had to figure all this out. Why was I a people pleaser? What was going on with why I wasn't making more money? Why did I feel so uncomfortable talking about money? Why was it uncomfortable to talk about more than $100 at a time or to vision myself? Like I would go to the store and I would think that, something that was $15 was too expensive and get freaked out about it. I would get an anxiety about it for $15. I just was not in a space. My set point about money, it was low. And I thought that for me to rise, for me to go to the next level, to have what I wanted, I couldn't do it until I figured it all out. Anybody else identify with that? When you instead, this is the solution, this is the workaround, this is the manifestation piece, this is the miracle piece. Somebody type in miracle. This is the miracle answer, is when you begin to embody, you no longer have to work through why it's going on, what is happening. All years and years of therapy are all like put aside. Thank you for the miracle word. Yes. So everything that you think you got to figure out, all the stalls, all the problems, when you take it on as a script and live into it in embodiment, you have a workaround for all of the stuff that's the problems, and you no longer have to wait. So when I finally was taught that by a coach, and I was telling her, I've got all these blocks. I just keep, and in fact, my business was going downhill. I was losing business. I couldn't, it was scary. And I said, I got to work through all these blocks. It's all this stuff from my childhood, and my coach was like, what are you talking about? Let's embody what you want. So my coach said to me, and here's the steps: figure out what it is you want. How much money do you want? Then go become the person who can receive that money, who can talk about that money, who lives and thinks about that amount of money, and you just become it. All right. And I was like, well, how do you do that? Because I was really confused. I have no idea. If I knew how to do it, I'd do it. She was like, go like play act like you would as a child. You know how to be a kid, you know how to play. Go be whimsical with this. You don't have to do it all at once. Even if you take one little bit of it and take one baby step into being that person, then you will start to receive more. You will create more. You will change your money set point. So I started doing this, and all I could think about is like the spending, right? How would a person that had that kind of money spend? And then my coach pointed out to me, and I realized this isn't just about spending. It's about how would a person who received this kind of money think? That's different than how I think. What kind of decisions would this person that made, $40,000 a month, $50,000 a month, what kind of decisions would they be making? What would they be thinking about in terms of money? What would they be thinking about in terms of investment? And I started having that conversation with myself, and I literally started scripting it. Like, this is like sort of a play. Like if you were in a movie, if I was in a movie and I was this person who lived this, and I actually created this persona named Olivia, and she's Liv for short. Liv, right? Live it. And when I started saying, okay, what would Olivia do? What would Olivia do? How would Olivia think about this? What would Olivia? And I would go take on the role of Olivia. When I started doing this and I started realizing there was a different thought process that this person in the script would have to receive $40,000 a month, and I started thinking, okay, I'm going to think the thoughts that would require. I'm going to make decisions about this. I'm going to become a better leader. When I did that, it was almost immediate. My income tripled. All right. So this is why you must take on the embodiment. It is the short version. It's the workaround, working through all those blocks, figuring it all out, all those years of therapy. And the truth of the matter is, if you could get there by being who you are now, you would be there already. Listen to this again. If you could get there by being who you are now, you would be there already. Because you want it. You think about it a lot. Who on here doesn't think about increasing their income? If you never think about increasing your income, say no. I mean, say me. I never think about it. Never. Say never, right? I'm not going to get any response because we know we're encouraged. Our nature is to expand. Our nature is to expand everything, right? We want to expand our knowledge. We want to expand who we are in our personal development. And then that makes sense that we want to expand our income. So instead, let's type in expand, right? It is normal. It is not greedy. It is expected. Everything in nature is always expanding. All right. So that is your nature. And so if you could do it already by being who you are and, interacting from where you are, you would have. You would be doing it. Okay. So what I want you to do is just take on the role of the person who has it. There's a whole bunch of reasons, like, Dina said, manifesting. It's also the law of assumption. There's a whole bunch of stuff behind it. And again, you don't need to get all confused in that. Just go embody it. And I don't mean that you have to like full on be able to do it or understand how all of this is, but just begin to act as if. Literally write down a script of what if this is a movie, if you saw a movie and a character was in a movie that was making $50,000 a month, how would they be behaving? What would they do in the morning, maybe? What would they do? What would they think about in terms of their business? How would they think about their business? How would they think about money and what was happening in their life? How would they be dressing? How would they talk to people? How would they behave? And if you can write this out kind of like a script, and there's a couple of people who are writers in here that do this, like Liz and, some of you guys that like that stuff, write out a script and like make a movie about the person who has the amount of financial income that you want. And by the way, right now, let's just stop and get clear. How much money do you want? Bye-bye. See you later. Hope the flight's good. I hope it's boring and usual flights for the rest of the way. Bye-bye, Dina. So how much money, let's make it normalized to talk about large sums of money. Don't dumb it down. Don't think, oh, they're going to think I want too much. All of us are expanding. We all well, some of you typed in expanding. Type in how much money you want a month. How much do you want to embody, right? $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, $10 a month. What is it that you are, encouraging in your gut's encouraging you to expand into? How much is that? All right. And so now that you have that and you're clear, you can literally go create a script of how, right there. Liz says, doing, Liz? Just last week it was 50. Now it's coming down to 40. I'm not letting you do that. 50, girl, 50. In fact, I'm telling you to go up to 60 now. Large sums of money. We're going to normalize talking about this. Dawn says $20,000 a month. So what I want you to do is I want you to literally make yourself a script. Make it a movie. Make it another person, like I have Olivia. I might change my name to Liv, right? Liv Matters. That's what I'm going to change my name to. Liv Matters. But anyway, make a script, a movie script of how this person would behave. And if you have no idea how they would dress, how they would think, what they would say about money, how they would say it, put it into Chat GPT. Do a Google about it. Thank you, Liz. We are not dumbing this down. No more dumbing it down. Somebody said no dumbing down. Make a script. And then what I want you to start to do, this is really important, is you cannot show up. And I said this to someone today. You cannot show up in your familiar past and make this happen. You are very familiar with your past story. You're very familiar with the stress that you wake up with and remind yourself of when you get up in the morning. All right. So what we're going to do, what this calls for is that we let go of that familiar past and stop investing all our energy into the past, into the guilt, into the fear. What we want to do now is we want to know, like Liz, $60,000 a month. You are investing now your energy and your thoughts into this script, into becoming it, into thinking about how you would think, how you need to behave. And what that starts to do is you're investing your energy into your promising future instead of your familiar past. And as you do that, I want you to also feel the feelings of like, I've got it. How do I feel now that I've got $50,000 a month? I'm giggling because I love it. Yay! I'm so glad you're giggling. Let's all giggle. What you're going to start to do is you are going to start to feel the feelings of that person, feel the security, feel the fun. What else can I be doing today that's fun? I got the money. I can go out shopping. You're going to start to feel accomplished. Feel complete, you should be feeling complete now, but if you don't, this will help you feel the way, the contentment, the wholeness, right? That'll allow you to experience the positive, amazing future that you were made for instead of the familiar past. So you must go take actions as well. So this, remember I said embodiment is going from imagining how it is, writing the script, thinking about how it would be, all of that stuff, the play acting, and then taking certain actions as you can, right? So you would like, you're giggling about it because I want you to go do it. So go out and shop for that thing that you think, if $50,000, I got it. What am I going to look at today? I'm going to go look at the nice car. I'm going to go in the house and look at the house. You do not have to buy it, but starting to take actions. The other part that's really, really important is not only about the spending, but it's about the feeling of security, the feeling of fun, the feeling of how free you would feel because you're not worrying about making the next dollar. What kind of programs would you create as a coach if you already knew you had $50,000 a month coming in versus what you do right now as a coach to get that $10, right? What would your fees be like? What would you care about? As you know that, as you project into it and embody it, start to do some of that. Your personality will change. Your feelings will change. And when that happens, you are investing, listen to me, you are investing your energy into your positive future for once. And you are taking yourself out from your training of stress, which is what 99% of all people live in. And it's why only 98% ever get to where they want to go. This is the Control Alt Delete. Embody it. You don't have to wait to become it. You don't have to wait to figure it out. You're already whole and you already have everything you need to be that. It's a gift of receiving it, but become it. Just allow it. Allow yourself to do it. And you do not need to act in it all the time and take actions. Even if you took one or two little baby steps into this, somebody type in baby steps. Even if you take one or two embodiment baby steps and you leave behind your familiar past and joyfully play and embody that person that receives whatever it is you want to receive, that income, that, whatever it is, then even if you take baby steps, it will change everything. I'm telling you, I've experienced this. And I'm going to start the CEO school soon where we're going to all embody this, but my also Rewire to Receive class right now is really experiencing this a lot and very frequently. And take the baby steps, write the script, but you can't just stay in imagination. You literally have to do some actions, all right? Behave that way. If you have to give it a new name, like I have Live Matters, That is what you do. All right. Does this make sense to you guys? Is this exciting? It should be exciting. If it's exciting to you, say woohoo or yay or exciting. And plan. I want you to start this tonight. Bring out that notebook. Put that amount of money in front of you and think about how somebody would behave, knowing that they are that, right? And then you take on that role, live into the movie, live into the script. And you don't have to do it in terms of spending. There's many other things that go into this. How do you think? How do you make decisions? How do you talk about yourself? What kind of programs would you develop knowing that, you already have this success? How successful would you feel? Go feel it, embody it. All right. This is why you must do this so that you have the money you want, the experiences you want, the income you want in 2024. I'm going to tell you something that's very important. Don't spin off right now. Don't get off of here right now. I'm in review, yes. But you probably need someone to help you with this, and it does not take long. Schedule a one-on-one, DM me right now and schedule an embodiment session with me, and I will help you create this script. I will help you talk through this. We will have this planned out, and then I'm going to help you develop your messaging so that we're going to do this in a program. I'm not going to, do it all. I have a new program coming out where we're going to do your messaging for this. But I want you to schedule an embodiment session with me. Just DM me, all right? And we're going to go through this, and you're going to have this so that you're standing looking back at me in just a few 3 months time, and you've doubled and tripled your financial status. You've doubled and tripled your joy and your confidence and your worthiness. This is a game changer that overcomes all of the stuff that you think you need to figure out and all of the reasons you think are in your way. And it's a game changer. You don't have to do all that. I'm Paula Boland. I'm a master business and mindset coach. All about you mastering and receiving everything that you were born to receive in a total and complete expansion. Send me a DM. Let's get together. Look out for my, I'm calling it the 6-figure. I may change that to $1 million messaging sessions. That's going to be a short mastermind. Need to get into that because you're going to have your messaging for yourself along with the messaging that you give to other people as you sell things to them so they know who you really are, and you are also representing what you are all about. Talk to you soon. Have a happy Monday, and I'm here almost every Monday at 6 p.m. for the $1 Million Monday. This one's definitely worth $1 million. I will record it and put it back on Zoom for you. You can, not on Zoom, on my YouTube channel. Go like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Paula Boland Coaching. And I'm going to have you switch over to my professional page soon because I'm running out of availability to be involved with likes and have followers on this page. We'll talk soon. Have a good evening.